am Ramaswamy. I have more than 30 years of IT and telecom experience, more than 23 years of customer relationship management I was involved. I would like to discuss about this CRM in detail. To start with, what is CRM? An integrated approach to identify, acquire and maintain the customers. That is the key for a business. And it allows the company to coordinate their approaches through these channels, departments as well as geographically. Basically, you have to identify the customer and then maintain them and then do the required services. CRM plays a vital role and it is a center of this any enterprises, organizations. That is either it is a public relationship or marketing, sales, quality, support, anything. CRM plays a vital role in managing the CRM. You can have more number of customers and then you can retain them and do the required services. Initially, we were having a distributed network. That is, the sales people will do the sales and then they will be interfacing towards the customer services, and then all these services, either sales, management, customers, are distributed. The informations are not available at a common place or a centralized place so that the problems can be resolved. Whereas we found this CRM solution wherein the management, finance, accounting, marketing, customer service, sales, all this data or the informations are collected and it is available centrally so that they can address the customer or customer problems at a stage so that they can do the faster service and better service for the customers. We have to understand there are many types of customers. So to understand, first one is the fulfillment. That is, the company has what I wanted, whether I have that product or service within the company. Second one is the value. That is, the price at which I am giving to the product or the service, is it worth? Third one is convincing them that product is easy to get, that is easily available and easy to use. And the last one is the trust, that is the brand value of a particular product or services. Yes, I am confident. So with which appearing to me, the customer satisfaction will be achieved through fulfillment, value, convenience and the trust. Finally, we should not stop at this point of time, that is customer services. What customer expects is not the customer services. We have to push this customer satisfaction towards the customer loyalty. That is our main job so that we can do a better CRM facility. So there are four types of customers. One is a platinum customers or most profitable customers. Second one is the gold customers, that is profitable customers. The third one is iron customers, low profit but larger volume. The fourth one is lead customers, that is not profitable, not productive. So we should not bother much about this type of customers. So first one is we have to do the intelligence work, that is customer intelligence. That is, first one is you gather the data about the customer. Second one is analyze the data. What is the service, what is the product and what are the problems they are facing. Then formulate a strategy in such a way that how to tackle these problems. And finally, you should not stop with that. You have to take quick action so that the customers are happy about it. So first one is the campaigning management. In that, first know your customer. Who is my customer? Understand their problems, exploit the customer intelligence, perform the segmentation. Then after that, target. The offer is developed and then define the market strategy, how to implement this one, and then sell, that is acquire the customers, use the sales force and then develop a marketing strategy program so that you can sell the product or services at large. Finally, you have to service them. This is the most important thing. Many people fail in this one. That is, unless otherwise you do a good service, then you cannot retain the customers. That is, retaining the customer is more important because loyalty programs you have to develop. Second one is you have to do the communication saying that yes, I care for you. Third one is service forces to tackle the problems. So the difference between the traditional marketing as well as the CRM marketing. In the traditional marketing, we have to bother about the expand the customer base. Whereas in the CRM, we have to bother about one-to-one relationship have with the customer. Second one is the product overview. We will be concentrating on the traditional marketing, whereas Whereas the customer relationship management, we have to bother about the customer oriented views. Third one is the mass marketing and the mass production, whereas here it is mass customization, but one-to-one marketing we have to do in the case of CRM. And then standard of products needs only the customer needs, but in the customer supplier, we should have concentrate more on the relationship than transaction relationship, whereas in the CRM, it is a rational approach. So the customer life cycle time value, it is like this. That is, first of all, we have to understand who is the customer and the customer profile. Second one is the customer needs. We have to clearly understand these two people very well. Then only we can do the trigger on the customers and the proposition pull. That is, how to convert their requirement into the order or process so that you can retain and increase the revenue. So the process used for doing this proposition pull, we have to implement this process in such a way that it should be effective. Finally, we have to build this future and we can achieve the profit. As I told you, there are 4 types of customers and there are many good products. So our only aim is to generate more revenue with the lesser efforts. That is, high profit customers we have to concentrate, and the high profitable product we have to identify. That is, these are all the areas, that is, these are all the products, these are all the customer base. So the P1, C1, C2, C3 we have to concentrate so that with lesser effort we can achieve more profits. And here also you should not forget about this high profit customer but profitable product also. So our area of concentration on CRM should be this, so that we should not waste our time and energy on the non-profitable or non-profit actions or product so that we will be not increasing our revenue to the maximum. The strategy behind this one is the strategy made for this, that is the standard products, tailored products, as well as ability to interact with the customer individually and then mass. So our concentration, in case you wanted to have the standard product, it will be the database should be marketing effort and as well as mass marketing. Whereas here it should be one-to-one relationship we should maintain so that the tailored product with this customer individually have the relationship in such a way that you can increase the customer base to the larger extent. So we should have that implementation task, that is IDC, identify, differentiate, integrate and customize. This is the how to manage the customer relationship. To start with, we'll go to this identification. Before implementing the CRM, certain things we have to understand. One is the technology. What type of technology we have to use in such a way that the implementation is easier to do that. Second one is department plans. Which department should be implemented first, which one to be next, so that the regular operations cannot be affected. Then the program initiative, when to start, when to close, when to switch over. Then the final one is business objective. Ultimately, what are we going to do, or by implementing CRM, how we are going to benefit out of this business. So first of all, there are components, CRM technology components, that is enterprise application integration, front office solutions and the CRM engine. So in the technological front, these are all the considerations of CRM. One is operational CRM, that is a front office systems, how we effectively have to implement it so that the front office queries and problems can be resolved. Second one is analytical CRM, that is once the problems are collected, data is collected, then finally we have to do the analysis in such a way that we have to find a solution for that. Finally, collaborative CRM, that is methods and technologies to use to facilitate the communication so that whatever we are planning, we are collecting, analyzing, that will be communicated and implemented properly through this collaborative CRM. So for an example, BPO, that is a business process. To start with CRM, marketing and sales business process. So we will be following various cycles like this so that the marketing strategy or the process is followed so that you can maintain a good strategy as well as you can maintain this customers at large. So the analytical solutions include that the CRM portal pack, CRM warehouse, customer behavior modeling, customer scorecard, EPM portal, pack trading. CRM is a solution or software based solutions so that we can include many modules as and when it is required, and it can be implemented in stage wise as well as overall. So that can be decided how it has to be implemented in a statistical way. Another example is a customer billing, customer care and billing. So as we have discussed, customer relationship management, that is, you collect the queries from various telecom. For example, if you are taking the telephone line or the mobile, you collect the problems, you analyze that one and implement it in such a way that people are happy, easy to pay, easy to implement the features, and finally the word of mouth is more important to tell to others so that the base or the customer base can be increased without any cost. So that is the most important thing. More repeated business, lower customer acquisition cost. That is, a person who is happy with the product and services, they can always tell others saying that this brand, this cost, this is the best services I am getting from this particular operator in the case of telecom or any other brand. So finally, integrate the view of critical business process so that once we collect all the data and then how to analyze it or how to implement it is more important, so that the CRM solution can be implemented in a stage wise or collectively in a profitable manner, so that ultimately the customer can get a good service at a faster rate at a lower cost. Thank you very much.